Oh, hey friends, how you doing? It is me, Lasty here. Welcome today to episode 301 of The Road to Glory. Happy Thursday to you, everyone. How you doing? Hope everyone's well. Good luck to you if you are opening up Rivals rewards today. Although, I should say, if you are still like grinding Rivals out properly each and every week, maybe touch a little bit of grass. That would be my recommendation. No, anyway, I didn't want to start this off with an altercation. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you have a great Thursday. Let's get into the episode today, of which, if you enjoy it, just hit me with a little thumbs up. Subscribe as well if you're new. Don't forget, all my social links are posted down below in the description. So, I'm working on a few Evos in the background. When they finally get done, I don't quite know, but it will be at some point. I won't let them expire. But yeah, the few hours a day I spend on here at the moment are simply to grind out the menus, and that allows me to get all the player unlocks and stuff. So sticking a couple of hours into squad battles to get an Evo done doesn't necessarily give me that dopamine hit that I need for playing this game at this point. So we will get it done, but just slowly but surely type thing. So we start today's episode by getting someone that could definitely go in any end game squad for like a CDM role, especially if you've got like 2 DMs, like we do in a 4-2-2, or a lot of people do in a 4-2-1-3. It's Kobe Mainu, just a really nice card, like crazy stats. And a few years ago, imagine getting a card with those stats. Like, let's say we're in FIFA 16 or something, or FIFA 15, 10 years ago. Imagine getting a card with, like, basically 95 in every stat. That is just, would be absolutely millions on the market. We get a duplicate 97 Rafinha. Really nice card. Was super happy to get. To be fair, I'm super happy to get any of those TOTS 97s and aboves that have like the champions dynamic image, the ones that they changed after a bit of time because that player won the league or whatever. Harry Kane, Ousmane Dembele, Rafinha. Who else would have one? Like Salah's got one, so hopefully we can pack him at some point. Those sorts of things. They just look cool, don't they? I think I rate them higher than their footies variants, just simply because I know the footies versions are like 99s, but like the dynamic image is an important factor. It really is. We finally pack an untradeable Carvajal, so I can keep him for the Team of the Year squad now. I think the only versions of him I had packed were tradable, so I'd listed him up each time. We get ourselves a 94 Kenny Dalglish, but we do of course have a 97 or a 98 version of him. Another Isaac popping up in the pack there. Weird goings on with him at the moment, isn't it? It's almost like is he now sort of not? Is he literally not training with the squad? Looks as though. I mean, as I'm recording this, I mean, yeah, it's 10:40 a.m. on Thursday as I'm filming this, so I don't think any brand new news is going to come out in the next hour or so. But it looks as though Sesko's going to go to Man United, doesn't it? So maybe Newcastle have a chance of keeping Isak. Is there a way back into the Newcastle fans' hearts if he stayed? Because he's sort of throwing the toys out of the pram, by the way. Oh, get ourselves that 97 Ousmane Dembele that we can now keep, because we had him once before, had him tradable, and now we've got the actual version. We also get a 97 Osimhen, which is pretty cool. These are the latest, like the 87 plus player picks that you get every day. These are actually quite costly for what you do get in return, so I'm unsure of whether or not these are worth it. But anyway, we were talking about Sesko and Isak and Newcastle and Man United. Apart from obviously Man United being a more historically massive club compared to Newcastle, in reality, let's face it, I just can't see why Sesko would want to go United over Newcastle at this moment in time. Because like anyone that goes Man United, it's a bit of a basket case situation, right? Because it's going to take time for you to bed in and settle in, and you don't get given that time because you get seen as a flop, or you are talked about constantly in the media. And that probably isn't helped by the fact that a lot of the football podcasts and stuff are like ex-Man United players. You got like Gary Neville and all of that sort of stuff that will constantly talk about you. Whereas I feel like if he went to Newcastle, it would be a little bit like, I know he'd have big shoes to fill in Isak because he's so prolific, but like you'd probably get a little bit more time and just I don't know, you'd be called a flop less quickly than you would at Man United. Just seems like less risk to me. Maybe Man United can pay more. I don't really know. You'd assume Newcastle, being, I think, the richest club in the world, would be able to pay more, but then they've also got to abide by PSR and all of that sort of nonsense. It's all a bit crazy, isn't it? The transfer window this summer. I saw, I think it was that United fella, Mark Goldbridge, was he saying it or was someone else saying it, that this has been the most changing transfer window ever. Like, this has changed football now. And I kind of agree with that. Like, it's been a massive summer. Like, I don't think we've never seen Liverpool do such massive business in one window. And their spending is like only a little bit more than what like Chelsea have spent. Because Chelsea do it all the time. It's crazy. But yeah, I feel like we've had a lot of big moves in this summer, and it's going to be exciting to see how that pans out. Obviously, the Prem is going to have this new wave of like talent come into it, so it'll be really cool to watch the Prem next year. Unfortunately, as an Ipswich fan, I'll be a lot more focused on the Championship, but of course, as a football fan, I'll just casually watch the Prem games on the weekends when I'm not at football. But yeah, for me, I'll be focused a lot more on the Championship, which starts tomorrow night, by the way. I'll be going to Birmingham City away. Absolute spicy, tasty game, that one, of which, I'm going to be in a packed away end of, well, maximum amount of 2,000 of us being allowed to go to Birmingham away, and they're going to be seriously loud, and it's going to be a hostile atmosphere, I think, especially with this week when with the whole Chuba Akpom saga. Is he going to Birmingham? Are Ipswich coming to hijack the move? Are Ipswich going to get him? Birmingham with a late bid. Ipswich don't want to match the bid, but are we going to get him anyway because the player wants Ipswich? It's all a little bit crazy. So I'm very excited for what is going to be a super difficult match in our return to the Championship tomorrow night. Birmingham are just on a massive high, aren't they? From finishing with 110 points, 111 points or something like that in League One last year, and they've been bringing in some pretty good talent. Kyogo, Furuhashi. Oof. It's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be a loud one. Can't wait for it. Anyway, I've been waffling now about football, and I don't know. Maybe you do or don't care about my opinions on football. Sorry if you don't care. I've just waffled for a few minutes in your ear about it. But yeah, let me know your thoughts of what your team's transfer window has been like. As an Ipswich fan, it's weird. A lot of people are almost deeming our transfer window rubbish, but it's so difficult to say that. Like, as a Prem team coming down to the Championship and then having to deal with like suitors for our players and trying to fend people off from our players, as well as keeping hold of stuff and getting new talent. It's madness. It really is. Anyway, back to the FC. We have a campaign pick here. I do these every now and again, but I've started to do them a little bit less because they don't seem to offer out much more than shapeshifters. And really, I'm just looking for the like RTTF cards, but a lot of those, like the good versions, now have like 99 footies and stuff. So we'll take Danso. We've had him before. We've already got Pedro Porro. I have had Danso before and already put him into an SBC, but I'll take him again. But like, yeah, if you were looking for like a good PSG card or something like that, there's a pretty high chance there's already a better version of it out on the game, as they are super popular. So you want an Ousmane Dembele, or of course he's got 97 tots, and he's also got a 99 Futties card that you could get. So it matters a little bit less than it did before, I think. So the grind is more do the 50 player packs, sometimes do the 88 exchanges, which is the 83 times 20, because that just like hones in minimum 83s, whereas the 89 exchange gives you some lower rated cards sometimes. Grind that 84 times 10s. Every now and again, you'll have enough 83s in your club to grab a load of Team of the Week players. Grab your Team of the Week players from SBCs and then build them alongside 84s into 84 times 10s. Try and build up a bunch of them every now and again. Exchanges, 84 times 10s, exchanges, 84 times 10s. And then, of course, you'll get your daily 85 times 10s. That sort of stuff in just massive cycles is going to be enough to top your club up with that super high tier fodder. The things that you don't want to put into the exchange packs, I go as high as 93 rated cards that I will put back into the exchanges. Some people go as high as 96s. Fair play to you. But I keep them as fodder for the player SBCs, and that's how we do that. By the way, a Team of the Year tunnel and background design with a dynamic image Ronaldinho popping out. Imagine if this was January or February. Oh my God, it would have broken the internet with virality. But at this point, no one cares. That's the shame of it at this point. But yeah, we get Grimaldo, we get Ronaldinho. There is, of course, a Grimaldo SBC out. I'll look to complete it. But what I just discussed there was essentially my way of unlocking every single player if you want them. I'm personally going to stay away from Ribery. I've got like a day to decide if I'm going to bother or not, because Ribery's got like 5 squads that require 94 rated, and that's just going to kill your club for a bit, and then you're going to have to really repeat in order to get the other squads done. He's just a very expensive SBC, and I think EA realized that, because since then they've not put any like 94 rated squads in. It's been more squads, but more like 92s and 93s and 91s. I think they realized that maybe that was a little overkill, and probably have noticed that not that many people have really done the SBC, just because, yeah, it takes quite a lot of grinding to get a 94 rated squad, and then again and again and again. However, if I didn't waste my coins on these tradable packs every now and again, I could just spend them on 94 rated cards, which are probably 12k, and then just build an entire 94 rated squad super quick and get someone like Ribery done. Maybe I'll do that just so we've got him in the collection book. I'll figure it out. I've got today's video to film. I've actually got tomorrow's video to film. It's that time where I need to get ahead by a day because I've got a football match coming up. So yes, for Saturday's video, where we end up, do we leave Futties now on Friday night, or do we leave Futties and go into another promo, or do we actually go into a Team 5 of Futties? It's weird. I can't figure it out, because there was something in the menus that suggested a Team 5 of Futties. And then when we completed the objective last week, it just gave us the overall reward, almost suggesting that they've gone away from that decision and there won't be a Team 5 of Futties. I don't know. Someone let me know if you know. There's probably been a leak out there on socials, but I don't really follow them. So curious to see where we're at. Whole bunch of those player picks done again, by the way. And now this is a Futties team 1, 2, 3, or 4, 1 of 5 player pick. What can we get here? Kvaratskhelia, Forlan, Bruno, Buongiorno, Adeyemi. I'm going to take Bruno G. Just because I like Bruno G. I think he's a good footballer. And yeah, for some reason, the Adeyemi card, I've had it a couple of times as an option now, and I've taken somebody else. Not quite sure why. Excuse me. I don't need to show you all of the squads, but with the stuff we had in the club, I was easily able to grind out Xavi. Excuse me. We welcome one of the greatest midfielders ever to the RTG, a 97 rated 4 playstyle plus Spanish icon. Yeah, welcome Xavi. Incisive, pinged, over the top ball, tiki-taka. Very passing related for someone with 99 passing and 99 dribbling. Nice card. Could go in a DM role alongside an actual like proper enforcer, and that would be a great combo. So yeah, there we have it. My friends, if you've enjoyed today, please do me a little favour and hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe as well if you're new. Follow me on socials. All of that stuff is down below in the description. Hope you will have a wonderful rest of your day. And I hope you've enjoyed the little football chat and all of that sort of stuff. Let me know what your thoughts are. And yeah, have a brilliant rest of your day. Take it easy. I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.